Alright, good.
Alright, incoming.
The shadow moon. Marked by lightning.
Four, three, two.
Oh, you guys have it.
Bold.
Kindling of bone and shadow. Army of the dead, arise!
Watch out.
Watch your back. I'm gonna try to bait it a little better. Got cone. Okay, so going off to the right. There's one. These cones. This one, there shouldn't be a third, so I'm coming. Nope, there's a third. It's making me nervous. There's a third. Thank God I left.
Marked by lightning.
Bone.
Someone.
Which one do you want?
Watch out, watch out.
Army of the dead, arise!
4, 3, 2.
Shit.
I'm fine, get him.
Yeah, Fern's gonna get a thing right on top of him right after he does it. Oh fuck, that's gonna kill Fern. You wanna wait till you're healthy, Fern? Okay, I'm going. Fuck! I couldn't dash fast enough.
Oh, they're up.
Kindling of bone and shadow. Army of the dead, arise!
Watch out.
The cone.
Marked by lightning.
Hey, Fern, you're gonna have to bait. You jumped right on top of Fern. Look out, guys.
3, 2.
Oh, I see.
One.
It's just not choosing Fern right now. It's just choosing anybody. Fuck.
Focus the boss.
Yeah, just do it.
Kindling of bone.
You got it, you got it, you got it, you got it.
Army of the dead, arise!
Yeah, totally.
Will ripple.
Sorry, I think I dashed a little too.
1700 exactly. Holy shit.
Nice.
I assume I left your range, Fern.
I think so. Things were happening pretty fast.
Yeah.
We now have 3 Temple of Jade Serpents.
That's hilarious. Jeez. Actually, I think some of the you might be able to type of holes. 14 holes. I have to turn one of those into something else. What's my key?
I just turned
Shit.
mine into something else.
Yeah.
Considering we just did this. I have a Ruby Life Pools! Not
Ed
tonight.
key. I mean that one.
It's,
Let me
it's
turn
a-
my temple
it's
into something
a lot
else.
of rating, but not tonight.
Yeah. Oh, I don't think I can. Oh, this wasn't as high as the other key I got. Alright. Cool. Just want to get burn one. Got some good rating. Let me look at where we're at.
Yes. I'm at 1671, I think.
You're real close. We'll definitely.
1671, 1747, 1742, 1700, 1778.
Yeah, most of us are over 1700. We'll get you there, Fern.
Nah, I'm in no hurry.
Right.
Don't
Alright,
you know
thanks,
the patch?
thanks for coming along for more time, Johnny.
I say, don't
Yeah,
you know that
yeah.
we're going to end this tomorrow? Jeez.
We might be, yeah, if we can do the, I think the one that, at least for on my side, the Ruby Life Pools, I've only got an 8. I don't know.
Well, I've got no tyrannical
2.
at all, so that would
Level
be
2.
that would be a big advantage.
If we could do Ruby life pools tomorrow, that might be cool.
What is the Ritual of Bones dot?
That is the dot that you get when you touch the Perpy Swirlies from the skeleton ads.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that I killed myself then. Yeah,
Yeah,
that wasn't
it
first
will.
fault at all.
Yeah,
it
that's
will
what happened to
instantly
me.
kill you. They upped the damage from that, so it's fatal to anyone that touches it. Doesn't matter
Yeah.
who you
Yeah,
are.
because
It used to be that people would just leave the wall to the end, and then they just either run through it or use a warlock portal, because
Right.
the effect, like the dot, would only last until they vanished. So if you did it at the very end, you get like 1 tick, and that was it.
Yep.
So now, not so much. It kills.
See,
That checks out.
And I
That
was
checks
wondering, if they had changed that or not, because I saw that video where he pulled them all the way to the end, ignored the DPS on that, and was like, "Yeah, just hug the wall, and then just run through at the end."
Yeah, they fixed it.
Yeah.
And I don't blame him.
That basically just means that, like, when I took a right to kind of go off to the side, that final trail is still there. Like,
Yes.
that whole, like, because it's like it's dark purple and then it kind of becomes light purple near the end. That still hurts. The
Oh
light
yeah.
purple.
No, you gotta ignore everything and just book it to the other end and hope in God that there's nothing back there.
Yeah, I was just trying to, like, so I moved through and then I took a right to kind of go back to my normal spot, and by taking that right, I died. I was like, oh no, the thing's already passed. No, that wasn't passed enough.
Yeah.
Learning. I mean, also our keys we're starting to end up doing like 13s.
Oh, yeah.
I was a 13 on a tough combo.
That's
Yeah.
true.
That's true.
And, like, now we're
Like, I'm looking-
regularly getting those upgrades for our crafted gear too.
Yeah, and I'm looking at, so, you know, the Team Penis Prime, their keys are only like 1 or 2 high above. Like, they're 300 more rating just because they play it. They managed to get way more in, but considering we run less, we're not that far off of them.
I do not understand. How did Greg make me my neck and I still have 18 primal focus?
Oh, your 18 Primal Focus? You should turn those into a thing.
What is
Primal Infusion. Yeah.
Yeah, Primal Infusion. There's like yeah, Primal Focus, you right click on that, it turns into the infusion, and that's the thing you actually use.
how did it I must have just had one?
You probably
So
got
you-
one, so there's the quest for killing Raz gives you one straight away.
Oh. So
Yeah,
Missing
if you- when you click on it, it turns into an infusion. But what you collect is called primal focus. Every raid boss we're killing on heroic gives you one. Every instance that we're doing that's 11, or every mythic effort that's 11 or above gives you one. And when you get to, I think, 16 and above, you get the next tier, which lets you make crafted gear in the 412 to 418 range, which is the equivalent of mythic rating gear. So
okay. And then I need something called Primal Chaos as well.
you get those all over the place. You get
Yeah, I have
those from
shitloads of
instances, from
those.
bosses in the raid. You get them from collecting
Oh, okay.
treasures while you're out in the world. They just collect on their own. I have 733 of them.
You're right. Oh my god. So I can try to get my boots made.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Once you have 10, and figure once we clear the raid every week, that would be 8.
Yeah, no,
So
for
you
real.
would be getting at that point. You'd be getting at least one a week soon. Like if
Yeah.
you do 4 mythics a week and they're all above 11, and we kill 6 of the bosses in the raid, which I think is what we're almost up to, that would be 1 per week. So
Yes.
soon you'll have too many of them because you won't want them and they'll be useless because you cannot give them to an alt, and you're going to be collecting the even higher level ones. Because like when you make a piece of crafted gear, you don't have to like make it at one level, then another level, then another level. You can just go straight to the end level. So soon they'll be useless.
Okay.
Kind of like crafter's marks. Like when you were first leveling, you're like, oh, I got a crafter's mark level 2, which made a piece of gear that was like
never
crap.
useful. Like,
No, they were actually. If you got the 3s and 4s, you could use them to make gear for an alt that you could use right when you hit 70. Then they were useful because you could actually get something out of them. But after that point, as soon as you could do any type of instance, they stopped being useful.
You remind me, Johnny, I did get another one, so I'm gonna go Greg make my ring better.
Yeah, that's my weird thing is, can you do a public recraft?
You can, although It's often better not to. It's often better to either, if you have someone in guild do it, have them do it. But otherwise, it's often better to wait till you see someone advertising in trade chat who is doing it, or simply ask in trade chat and say, I'm looking for someone to recraft this to level 5 or 4 or whatever level. Because if you put it in a public work order, there's no guarantee of quality. Whereas if you talk to someone, you can say, I want this at level 4 minimum, then they can keep recrafting it until you get that. Like when I crafted my neck is level 5. But when they first crafted it, it was only level 4. So I had to get it recrafted 3 times. But the guy who made it for me just kept recrafting it till I got it to the level I wanted it at.
Okay.
But if you do it public, though, you have no idea what you're going to get back.
Correct.
If you're talking to the guy, he can be like, okay, I can do it for you, but if I have to use my own metal, I'm going to charge you more money for it, but I'll guarantee you that it gets to the right level because I have to redo it 3 times or whatever. So like it didn't cost me anything to have mine recrafted to the right level because I paid more up front. Like I paid 10K to get it to that level. So then when we redid it, I didn't have to give any extra crafting materials.
Or like the other day, there was a bracer order that I could
I'm
have
gonna
done,
bounce.
but I couldn't get it
Yeah.
to the 405 that he was looking for because my skill isn't high enough, so I passed on that.
Yeah.
But I
Like,
was still
then-
able to do the thing, but I wouldn't have been able to get it for him, and I'd have just taken his money because it was just a public random craft.
Hmm.
So if I was an asshole, I'd have made 4,000 gold.
Basically, yeah. So it's if it's the more important something is, the more important it is to find a good crafter for it who's going to make it up to the level you want. Because there's no point in having the recrafts fail over and over again. It just costs you at that point.
But if they're like, so every time someone in real life, like you're standing there with, has to recraft it, does it cost them? Do you have to like get a whole new batch of all the base mats to recraft it?
Not all of them, but some of them. Like if you go to the crafting order thing and click and select recraft, it'll tell you what you need.
Okay.
But yeah, basically crafting orders are kind of dodgy if you just do the public ones. It's fine if you're doing stuff that doesn't matter, but if you're going to the trouble of crafting a piece of gear, it probably matters.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's accurate. All right, I can head to bed. Night,
That's a
guys.
solid plan.
Right.
Good night.
Yeah, I should do it too.